Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am your main man, LA Styles, aka the LA Styles, on another episode of Wild Views. We're just bringing in tonight with a little bit of jazz for a serious conversation. Rather, my opinionated statements. Let me make sure I go on record before they try to come get me. We're going to get right into the meat and potatoes. We're not going to hold it up, because I got a serious question to ask. But for some reason, this tune that's playing in the background makes me feel like talking like this, like a 1990s late night smooth jazz radio station. You know what I'm saying? I need a radio station. Once we make it, y'all, I might have to get a late night radio station for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Those of you on third shift, second shift, third shift. I hope y'all can hear that. I don't want to turn it up too loud, but I definitely hope y'all can hear it. With that said, y'all, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy LA Styles, aka the LA Styles, also known as Ice. Well, it's Iceberg and Ice Revolver to some, and then Ice for short. With that said, man, listen. Right off the jump, where is Donald Trump finding these people that he keep paying to shoot at him? I'm not trying to hear nothing about nothing else right now. Where is he finding it? Is Craigslist still around? Did he pay these people off a Tor browser from the dark web? Can't nobody tell me that Donald Trump ain't paid these people, or somebody that knows Trump paid these people to do these things, man. I can't recall the last time a president had an assassination attempt. He ain't even the president. The crazy part, it seemed to be working. Again, it's all my opinion. Seems to be working. I see a lot of people, oh man, if they willing to take out Trump, then that must mean they scared of him to be in office. What? Man, listen, I haven't used I haven't found a person in life to use this word for until this second attempt. And then me looking at videos on there, and then it hit me. It hit me. This man is diabolical in every sense of the word. Do y'all remember the old cartoon, Pinky and the Brain? Donald Trump is like Brain. He's like he's like a combination of Pinky and the Brain, right? The Brain, if you don't know, for those of you who's of a younger generation, don't know, Pinky and the Brain used to be my joint. I think it used to be connected to Animaniacs, right? I could be mistaken. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think it used to be connected to Animaniacs, right? And Pinky and the Brain, really the Brain used to always come up with these ingenious ways, diabolical ways to take over the world. Needless to say, that never worked. For sometimes under his own wrongdoings, and a lot of other times because of Pinky used to mess it up a lot, right? Kind of think of the dynamic of Craig and Smokey, or Craig and Day Day. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like in a combination like that. Actually, it's probably exactly where a lot of these buddy cop film things might stem from, that to a degree, right? Donald Trump is Brain if Brain could do the things that he was doing with his plans, but had more money. He would have took over the world a long time ago. But again, Donald Trump other side is Pinky. And Pinky always messes up for brain. You know what I'm saying? Dang. Is that a pause? That's not a pause, right? Now that I think about it, them some wild names. Can I even say that on the air? Pinky and the Brain sound like a rated X movie. Pinky and the Brain. Can I copyright that? No, I don't think so, right? Because they had the cartoon. Somebody let me know. I might have to copyright that. Pinky and the Brain. That sound like a nice little flick, late night flick. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I digress. Trump needs to stop doing this, and I'm not gonna say I know he's doing this, but I feel like he's doing that. He's definitely paying people to shoot at him, and I know that sounds crazy. We're really only one shot at him, and the other one he got caught because they could see the nose or the barrel of the weapon. They said gun, the barrel of the weapon poking out of the fence. Now, I'm no genius. And by all means, I mean I am no genius, right? Most people who can handle a sniper rifle typically knows sniping mechanics, right? Whether you military, you a hunter, for whatever reason, a sniper rifle is not nothing to play with. No weapon or projectile weapon is anything to play with. But you're really kind of top notch when you're talking about sniper rifles, right? Your aiming is typically like on par, right? Um, the first guy hit the ear, grazed the ear. I give you that. I don't give you that, but I give you that. You know what I'm saying? People really want to do that. I don't think they would be aiming for headshots by that time. There's a lot of sniper rounds that's the size of fingers, and you could just aim for the chest and get him up out of there if that was the case. And I do wish no ill intent on anyone of that nature, right? Um, so I don't want to jinx this situation or any situation where someone is being shot at, let alone um, anybody that don't deserve it, right? Um, so what I'm saying, I'm for real. I am serious, but it is all in jest. But I am serious. But I'm playing, but I am serious. But there's play, but I'm serious. They gotta stop, dude, man. He like Mega Mind wannabe or something. Like he's like the Despicable Me character in real life. Like that name he's like uh what was the evil guy? Dr. Evil? Mr. Evil? Was it Dr. Evil or Mr. Evil on Austin Powers? He's like a real bad, like I'm not good at being a bad guy type of bad guy. That's what Donald Trump is, man. I don't know what lab that this man was created in. I don't know what lab this man was created in. But the man is funny. Now I'm not saying hold on. I'm not saying he got my vote. I'm not saying he don't got my vote, but I'm not saying he got my vote. At least not yet. I don't think I really want to vote for either one, but then that still means I have to vote for someone, so I gotta figure it out. That's a lot to say, but I gotta figure it out. Right. But the man clearly has a round table of strategies. And he was clearly born in the Matrix, as he can clearly dodge sniper rounds from long distances and things of that nature, as he did the first time. And then right after being shot at, he was so not affected that he threw up the Black Power fist like he was at the Olympics. That's how scared he was. He stopped. Wait, hold on, y'all. Black Power. And then they rushed him off. That's crazy. The man bold, diabolical. I'm telling you. I don't know what lab this man was created in, but it's no F's given wherever it's from, wherever he's from. And I stand on that. And until someone running can be as diabolical, we just need like a dirty race at this point in time. Almost kind of like with him and Hillary. They got to be like battle rap. They got to go in each other's closet and just bring out all the skeletons out the closet. Who paid for ass? Oops, excuse my language. Who paid for it? Who didn't pay for it? Who paid for surgeries? Who didn't pay for it? Who's been tricking? Who's been hiding cryptocurrency? You know what I'm saying? Oh, they need to, man, who has baby mamas around who cheated, whatever scandals, TMZ news, they just need to have a dirty fight because, man, don't nobody want to be president no more. That's one thing I've noticed in the past few elections. It's been more than actual few, but like the past 20 years almost, is if you take everyone that's ran over the past 20 years, there's only really probably a less than a handful of candidates. And again, that's still, even 20 years is still like 4, 8, 12, 16, 25 people. So it actually is only a handful of candidates, but probably like one out of those five that was actually maybe president worthy. Now, well, whoever that one is, I'll leave that up to y'all. I'm just doing the statistics. That well, at least those five that became president, but it was more running. If you look at the amount of people that's running for president, it's like, man, do these people, do they screen the clients? Again, that's not saying they all bad. Again, it was one that became president that probably should have been, and then there's probably like another maybe four that was probably like good candidates. Not the greatest, but probably good candidates, or probably, you know what I'm saying, could have been something. But if you take into account the amount of people running, that starts off 4 and 5 or 6 people or whatever the case is that try to start really, really throwing their name in the hats over the last 20 years. So the last 5 elections, oh man, that's like that's like 25 people, man. If it's like 5 a year on average. Of course, we narrow it down to 2, but before we get to the 2, it's multiple people running. If you have 5 a year, I mean, not 5 a year, 5 an election, right? Because every 4 years, that's 25 people. Out of 25 people, I'm saying it's only like 5 that probably was real good candidates, at least good candidates. Like, you know what? I can see them being president in the last 20 years, man. Now you got people with TV shows who can run for president. You could have treason allegations on you and run for president. You could have paperwork on you and possibly face in prison time and be running for president. Like, man, what happened to requirements? I remember thinking at some point in time, I think you had to be at least 35. I don't know if that's still a thing. At least 35. And I think you almost had to be married because no one's ever made it single. I don't know if that's a requirement. You have to be. Do you have? Let me know in the comments. What's the requirements? Because I don't want to look it up. What's the requirements for being president? Is it the age of 35? And do you have to be married? Because those are the only things I remember hearing when I was way younger. I never really looked too much into it that I can recall. But that is a long time ago from me being a kid. So let me know in the comments below. Y'all know I'll be freestyling it, so I don't be having a lot of information on hand. But if you got it, let me know, please. I would appreciate it. And so would the rest of the listeners. Right? I remember a long, long, long time ago, very long time ago, you had to be former military or in the military at a point in time. That's very early on, by a long time ago. Very early on as a thing. Then that went away. Right. We might, maybe we should get back to that. I don't know, man. We got to tighten up the requirements, man. We got presidents that's faking their assassinations and all type of things nowadays, man. I'm just gonna call a tree a tree. Maybe I should call it a bush because that's what they attempted to shooting from. We will call a bush a bush. I don't know if that's pause. If let me know. I don't know if that's pause worthy. It was heterosexual, but I didn't mean it to be. But it's a lot of words been thrown around in this show on accident. You know what I'm saying? Pinky, brain, bush. I don't mean it to line up like that, but it's ooh, bush lined up like that. That's a bar too. I'm on fire today, man. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead, man. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Y'all let me know, man. What do y'all think? What do y'all think is going on with the candidates? Do y'all feel the way I feel about people not wanting to be president no more? So now we just getting anybody who wants it on a resume, it seems like. Do y'all think Donald Trump is paying people to shoot at him? I want to know. I'm starting to think that this is a thing, right? Or do you not? Do you think people really want to take him out? And if so, why do you think people want to take him out? Do you think it's just people in the community that just wants to take him out for whatever reason? Do you think it's running mates? Do you think it's the government that's trying to take him out or wants to take him out? Anything of that nature? I would assume that they can pay better people to do this if that was the case. So I don't think that's it. Me personally, but I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Would you run for president? I think The Rock should run for president. I I would have voted for Will Smith if he ever ran, but then he slapped Chris Rock, so I can't vote for him no more. Will Smith can't get my vote. Now The Rock can The Rock, if The Rock ran for president, would you vote? I'm asking myself while I'm asking y'all. If The Rock ran for president, how old is The Rock? In his 40s, 50s? Is he in his 50s? I don't think he's in his 50s, is he? Let me look this up. How old is The Rock? Let's find this out right quick. Listen to the music right quick. I'm still here. My phone doing its own thing right now, but I'm still here. The Rock is 52 years old. 52. Um, he would have about 2 terms. Well, he would miss this race. So let's put him in the next race in 4 years. So 2028, he would be about 56. So I think he'd get 2 terms in there, 56. You know what I'm saying? He ended at 64. I think The Rock can get 2 terms in there. Now, would I vote for him? Would I vote for The Rock? Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. For some reason, I think I would vote for The Rock if he ran for president. I'm not sure what it is right now. I think because I watched him on TV, you know what I'm saying, when I was way younger, even though my favorite wrestler of all time, and everybody knows that the number one wrestler of all time, groundbreaking, forward movement, growing of the business, carried the business into the new age, into financial greatness, is the one and only Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now I'm gonna put that out there. And we ain't gotta talk about that. We're gonna leave that there. I just want y'all to have that. Don't debate it. Don't put nothing in the comments about it. Just let that sit there. But The Rock, I think I will vote for The Rock. Even though he's not Stone Cold, but Stone Cold. Now, if Stone Cold ran against The Rock, I couldn't vote The Rock. Right now, against anybody else, I think I would vote The Rock. If Will Smith ran and The Rock ran, I will vote for The Rock for sure, just to make sure Will Smith didn't run, just so that can be like a slap in his face back. That's what I would do. But I'm a little bit petty like that. But I definitely wouldn't vote for him. But The Rock, I think I would vote for The Rock. Trump, if The Rock ran against Trump, if The Rock ran against Trump, again, I'm thinking. Y'all can't see me thinking because my camera's still set up differently. I got to fix that later this week. I got some new things coming in. So we should be back good come this weekend when the rest of the shows start recording. Again, we in the studio. I'm rearranging the studio for to start filming again in the studio outside of me. Even when y'all you see me on the previous videos, the studio wasn't fully set up. It is done, but it's not fully set up with like the audio, um, um, the audio interface, the mics and things was back there, but I want to switch it to a different audio interface. So I got rid of the other one a long time ago because we wasn't filming in here. But now going forward, we're actually going to be potting in here for some of us, right? 2 and 3 people setups. So I got to get the rest of that set up this week. But I digress. That's why the camera is not on, because it was set up differently before, and I don't want to move. I'm waiting for the other camera, and I don't want to set up the other camera. It's going to be 3. But I digress again. Would you vote for Donald Trump or Dwayne Johnson? I think the world would vote for The Rock over Trump. That's how I feel. I don't know that to be factual, of course. It's all my opinion, but that's how I feel. But I do have to get Trump. I have to give Trump credit because he paid to have somebody shoot at him though. That take balls, because what if the first dude aim was better or worse? That's the other question. Is dude aim that good to hit the ear, or was his aim that bad to hit the ear? I don't know. Y'all leave that in the comments below. I'll let y'all sit on that, man. Pause. Ah, dang, it's a pause show today. Pinky, Brain, Bush, line up, sit on that. This is like, I think it's the music. Either that or my brain just moving fast today, and I'm just able to catch all these little, you know what I'm saying, trinkets. With that, man, I hope y'all have a very, very good, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? No, tomorrow's Tuesday. Hope y'all have a very good Tuesday. This is Monday night, and I'm trying to get this up for y'all. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the rest of your week. Make sure you subscribe. Hey, don't tell. Now, look, I found out that some of y'all been telling my spouse about the shows, and I asked y'all not to. Now, I'm not gonna say no names today. This is my moments on Wild Views. This is my thoughts. I don't like them to be tainted. I don't like nobody to have no type of input. Let me decompress and release whatever tension that might be on my mind at the time. I don't need no conflict of interest or nothing holding me back. Her knowing my business. I don't want that in my head while I'm trying to say what I need to say, but then I gotta feel like I gotta watch what I gotta say because she going. I don't want none of that. So stop telling her about the business. With that said, y'all have a good one. I'm definitely gonna have to look into getting a radio station because this even feels nice. It feels like I should. And then wait till I switch up the mics. My man, listen, I'm not gonna even say. Y'all should heard me on the other mics. The F Deuce. This one I'm gonna get the F Deuce SL40 mics. The sound is nice. Now that's not what I'm recording on now. I'm recording on the Beacon mic now. But the F Deuce with limited, I'll talk about that on another show, man. I just want My mind just be racing sometimes. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate y'all stopping by. The views has been nice to see that you guys are enjoying the content, that you guys are watching the content or listening to the content. I am very grateful in my life circumstances currently to be able to just do this in whatever free time when I do have some type of free time, right? And we can make somebody's day or somebody's afternoon or night at some point in time just for 30 minutes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta admit this beat is this instrumental is mm, 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 yeah. With that, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing or following. Make sure you rate us. We are on all streaming platforms. This has been episode 3 of Wild Views from Anderson Lane.